had no idea. Well, I was drafted, and when I was 23 years old, I got a draft notice. That was November the 13th, 1941, before Pearl Harbor. I didn't mind going in. We weren't even at war with Japan yet. And I thought I was going to go to Germany because I had no training. I didn't know where I was going to be trained. So they asked me what kind of schooling I had, and I told them. And I had bookkeeping, typing, and shorthand. They sent me to Camp Lee, Virginia, because they needed clerks down there. And when I got down there, they had enough clerks, so I stayed with the medics. I'd rather save men's lives than destroy them. The front, well, we left right after Pearl Harbor, which was December 1941. We went to Camp Edwards, Massachusetts. From there, we were told we were going overseas. We came down to New York. We were on a ship first. I'd just say a bunch of ships that are going. And I didn't know where they were going, but we went down the East Coast through the Panama Canal and all the way to Australia. From Australia, we went to New Caledonia, which is another island, and we waited for all the battles war to happen, and we beat the Japs on the ocean, and we won those battles. Right after that, we were sent to Guadalcanal. It wasn't too good. And we hit those beaches like the Marines hit them before us. And we relieved those Marines were on there. The 1st and 3rd Marines, they were on there first from August till October. And we got there in October. And they left and we took over the battle there from October all the way to March 42. They did their job. They captured enough ground. They had Henderson Field for bombers, and they had a strip, what do you call, for planes, for fighter planes, in another section altogether. And they all took off, shook hands with them as they were leaving, and we set up our tents and things like that in case for the soldiers that were sick or wounded. When you climb off of a ship or get on a ship, it's always on the side of the ship, never on a walk. You know, like a walk into a ship. It's hanging from the side of a ship, and sometimes it weighed 80 pounds, sometimes 100 pounds. It all depends how much ammo you have on you, and since all our medical equipment that we had with us, and a lot of other things. We had the rifle that we never had to practice with the rifle because according to the World War I treaties with all the countries, those are the medics were allowed to go out on the field and pick up their wounded, and even the dead, and they would not shoot at them. So we had to learn how to shoot because the Japs would shoot at us anyway, even though we were medics. Well, we had to learn how to shoot. We never learned how to shoot in basic training. So we had to learn, and we were all issued rifles, and we only had 8 of those M1, M2s, M1, yeah. All the rest were Springfield. So we had 100 men and 12 officers, and we set up a hospital, a very mobile hospital. And we were situated back far enough so that the shells or anything else wouldn't come out into our area. And there were times when it did anyway. Because they had, most of their cannons were in caves up in the mountains. Well, we went in there like a beachhead. It wasn't too bad because the Marines were already there. And when you hit the ground, you even have a gas mask on your chest. And we had to get rid of those because it was really tough to do that, to land on the ground hard, real quick, with a gas mask on you. So we relieved them, and it wasn't that bad. But when they went in, they had all bombings and a lot of firepower. A lot of them got killed right on the beach. No, I never regret it, because what happened to us at Pearl Harbor will never, ever erase from my memory. And that everyone knew that this was the right thing to do, and they never gave up.